doing something kind of crazy right now. I've done turned my camera on and I'm on my way to work. And it's dark. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm leaning forward because I'm trying to get into the camera so that my camera will actually pick up my face, because I have my little light on inside the car. There I am. And yeah, I'm just kind of going on my little journey here heading down to LA for a lovely day of work. I wanted to talk to y'all about something this morning. I wanted to let y'all know that I came to an epiphany. YouTube is easy. I'm figuring out it's easy. It's actually not bad. I think I've fallen into that trap where I've been watching all these people talk about how you need to do X, Y, and Z plus A plus B plus C to make sure that you get all these subscribers and get all these views and blah, blah, blah. And I know there's a lot of craft to the work. But I've been on for 2 weeks. And I've been posting. And it's turning out to be pretty easy. I mean, uploading videos are easy, right? Like, especially if you have the YouTube Studio app downloaded to your phone, right? If you only use your phone to upload videos and you don't have any of the fancy equipment or editing software, you can upload right from your phone with the YouTube Studio app. It makes it really easy, right? I mean, I realized that I was making it hard for myself only because I had all these ideas about how I was going to be like all these other well-to-do YouTubers who are making a lot of money and getting all these views and all of that. But I realized it don't have to be that. It can be as simple as get your phone, record some videos, keep it, raw and vintage almost, right? Because I've heard some people also talk about how vintage videos are coming back, right? Where people don't want all the fancy bells and whistles on their videos. So you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. So I'm trying to encourage people to, start a movement and continue a movement where, small creators take back what was originally a platform for independent creators, small creators, and it changed to something that is highly fabricated. And people are making movies and things like that, which is nice. I mean, I always enjoy to see someone who is winning in their art form, right? Like getting really good at something and showcasing their work and their skills on an independent platform. That's nice. But then there's the rest of us, right? Who don't have all these fancy skills, right? We might have a way with words or a way with people. Let's build that for us. Let's make it easy and support each other so that we have that for us, right? So the first thing I'm thinking we have to do is stop trying to make all these fancy videos to mimic all these folks that have production teams for YouTube channels, y'all. Like, they hire production teams. I mean, I've watched folks grow over the years, like some of my favorite travel shows and things like that, and watch where they started from filming with their little phones and ending up with a whole crew behind them, making sure they get the right shot and editing perfectly and and all of this other stuff. They fly the crews around the world with them so that they can produce these YouTube videos that are making them lots of money. Like, we don't have to be that. We can carve out our space for small creators too. But we got to support each other, and we have to stop trying to be something that we're not. I don't have no money for no production team, and I don't think I want that lifestyle either, right? Like, again, creating and taking back a space that was traditionally meant for the people, the small creators, where people are just interested in some of the things that all of our individual lives and experiences bring to the table, so we can learn from each other, right? Like, you know how to fix an engine on a Ford Focus without having to go pay thousands of dollars, you know, at the mechanic or the dealership, teaching each other about things like that. I know me and hubby, we have learned lots of information like that from YouTube, and it has helped us. So that's the YouTube that I know and that I'm trying to encourage folks to get back to, right? So use your phone if that's all you have. If you have a nice camera, of course, you know, I'm not saying don't use it, but I'm saying it don't have to be all that. Like, if you don't have a choice, right? You don't have to use editing software. It can just be straight from the phone to YouTube, right? I mean, and YouTube Studio allows you to edit to some degree, right? There's some minimal editing features that it has that you can tap into. So check it out if that's not something that you use already. See how freeing it can be to just jump on there and use that, and track the changes that happen with your channel, right? But like I said, we got to support each other. That's the second part to this, right? Like, supporting each other and not just flocking to those channels that are, as far as I'm concerned, way on top of the mountain, and praising them and aspiring to be those, because that's going to leave so many people out. What about the masses? What about the rest of us, right? Just trying to catch some crumbs. So we got to support each other too, y'all. And have something to teach folks, right? Like, have something to teach folks. If it's life stories, that's fine too, right? Like, I know some people are saying, like, don't do vlogs or things like that, but I know I've supported lots of people over the years who vlog. Like, I feel like I have friends in YouTube land. Like, even though I've never met people, I feel like, you know, sometimes on the weekends, if I don't have anything to do, I just want to go home and turn on my favorite YouTuber who is, you know, in Brazil this week, or in, you know, Jamaica, and see what's going on with them, right? Like, I'm rooting for them when they're having their first child and seeing how that changes life for them. Like, that gets my attention. And that's not for everybody, but I find use in those types of channels as well, right? So I think the point is, we gotta, as small creators, we also have to want each other to win, and in wanting each other to win, we have to also support each other. We have to support each other. So one thing that I've been doing, right, and I don't know if this is really gonna work, but I'm gonna tell y'all if it works on another video. I noticed that lots of people will go on larger channels with a lot of comments and videos that have a lot of views, and they will put a little message in the comment box and say, small YouTube creators or small channels, let's gather here. And I first, when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, people are gathering here, and maybe to get some visibility as a small channel, and maybe you'll see somebody that a channel you like, and click them and give them, you know, some views or a subscription. But then I saw folks were actually intentionally subscribing to whoever would respond to that comment, and then they would expect that person to subscribe to their channel in turn, right? So I watched this go on for the last couple weeks, and I said, well, let me see what's going on with this. Let me see if this really does anything. So I started last night, I started joining in on some of the fun. And I got a couple subscribers that way, right? And it made me wonder if some of the larger YouTube channels are not doing some of this, or didn't do some of this in the beginning, right? Like, you know how they have virtual assistants who will do all of your answering emails and commenting on social media pages to build your brand and build your presence. I think some of that was happening with a lot of these larger YouTube channels, or even just YouTube channels that seem to just blow up all of a sudden, you know, and they want to give you this formula that, you know, I know a lot of folks are trying and it's not working, and they're like, well, why are you telling me about this formula? And when I try the formula, it's not working, because I don't think there is really a formula per se. I think people are actually doing the work behind scenes to connect with other folks, to interact with other folks, to build a base. Now, I know that's not everybody. I know there are some people that just really have catchy video topics and, you know, things like that. But I'm just wondering if that's part of it too, y'all. Right? Like, I'm just wondering if there's some behind the scenes stuff that we don't know as small YouTubers that people are doing. You know, I know, you know, all the small YouTubers that are trying to grow their channels, I'm sure y'all have little hacks and things like that you're trying to work on and figure out and see if they work. So anyway, like I said, that was something that I was trying. I love the spirit of that. Try it out. See how it works for you. Let me know, right? Get on some of these larger channels that I know you're watching anyway, right? We're all watching them, hoping to get the magic formula, or maybe we just watching some of the entertainment channels that are big, trying to keep up with what's going on with Mr. Beast or whatever, right? Who he giving $3,000 to today. Who getting a card today from Mr. Beast, right? Trying to keep up. I know my kids are always interested in that. They think Mr. Beast is coming to town to give them something on any given day. But anyway, try it out. Try it out. So, you know, that was really what was on my mind, right? Like, really, you know, trying to talk about this whole debacle in a way where I'm rejecting the rhetoric that's happening right now, rejecting the buzz that's happening right now around small creators on YouTube, you know, getting a foot in the door, right? Like, it's easy, but we're not making it easy. We're making it harder for ourselves by creating all of these layers and levels that we have to attain or reach to get somewhere. We can make it easy for each other if we don't try to, again, be all of these other things that are presented to us, you know, when folks start to, you know, get a little bit of money and build their, again, production studios and production teams and things like that. Yeah, I mean, that's really all I wanted to talk to y'all about. That's really all I wanted to talk to y'all about. We gotta make it easy, and it is easy, and we gotta know that it's easy, and we gotta act like it's easy, right? Like, getting subscribers is not that hard, but it is if we are, you know, being iffy and picky and all this little stuff about, he's like, oh, I'm not subscribing to them, I'm not, or you watching a video, or you on a channel, and you just your mind is not in the space where you are thinking about supporting people. You just kind of watching the video and taking what you want and taking what you can from the video, and not thinking about the other end. Like, this is a platform for folks to showcase their talent, and also will showcase whatever they want to bring to the world. And also, folks are spending their time and energy to bring this to people, so let's be reciprocal in the experience, right? Let's give something back, and that could be a like and a subscribe. Like, that is nothing. That is nothing to most people, right? So yeah, I was on these little comment rolls last night, where, like I said, where they, where people will go on these large channels and respond to the latest video and say, small YouTubers gather here, let's support each other. I subscribe to all of the folks who were on the comment thread, who were in this to support each other. Now, the funny thing is, there's still some people on there who probably wouldn't even follow through on their word, right? They want you to subscribe, and they still wouldn't go and subscribe to you. But that's okay. That's not the energy that I'm bringing. I'm bringing the energy that I am in the spirit of reciprocity. I am in the spirit of building community, and I am in the spirit of people, everybody winning, right? Or at least making it, giving everybody the chance to win, right? Everybody has a chance to win. And so I subscribe to folks. It ain't nothing to me. Even if I don't like your content, I don't gotta watch it, right? Or but I could get you moving by being that one extra person to get your counts up a bit. Like, that's nothing. And I hope you do the same for me, right? That's the spirit of reciprocity. Like, I'm trusting and hoping, as we connect on this platform under this discussion or comment thread where small YouTubers are gathering, that you are going to do the same for me, because I'm trying to build too, right? Like, I'm trying to get a piece of the pie too, like everybody else. And I don't believe that the pie is insufficient for everybody. I think it's enough pie to go around for everybody. I think it's enough pie to go around for everybody. And I think we got to get into that mindset. I think that's what's missing. So it's easy. YouTube is easy. We just got to get in the right state of mind, y'all. What a way to start 2025, wouldn't you say? Like, this could be life-changing for so many people. And from what I see, it has been life-changing for folks who have figured out, how to make it work amongst a very competitive group and system, frankly. So anyway, the sun is coming up. The sky is pink and blue and gray. It is beautiful. I love this part of my day when I have to come in to work. So I don't love getting up early when it's dark and getting on the road, but I do like seeing the sunrise as I drive. And it's, what? It's an easy drive today. Like, I'm gonna be super early because I usually leave very early to get to where I'm going, because you never know when it's going to be an accident that's going to set you back like an hour on the freeway. But today, because I'm sure it's because the holiday and folks are still off from work and school is still out, and so a lot of people are not on the road like they usually are. Today is easy. I haven't stopped once, y'all. I haven't slowed down at all. So I think if I get where I'm going early, right, I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and I'm going to get me some of my goodies, right? Like I like their fresh squeezed orange juice, and see what else they have, and that's what I'm gonna do. So let's win. Let's do this. Let's take on that perspective of YouTube is easy in 2025. Let's stop trying to bring out all the bells and the whistles and set the bar and the standards so high that we can't possibly attain it. Especially if you're working full time and you're trying to build a channel and a following, and you don't have, like I said, a production team to put in the hours that it takes to create and craft, you know, all of these fancy videos that we know about from our big folks on YouTube, right? Let's make it easy. Let's stay on easy street. All right, well, that's all I came here to say. There's that pink sky again. I'm gonna catch y'all later.